How's it going, guys? My name is Alex.
Good evening, good afternoon.
And welcome to a Gameweek 11 review video. I'm going to be talking about my another green arrow, which was a very good outcome for the international break. Talking about the wildcard that I think will be spiced with a few differentials. And if you saved your chip, this is great because I think this is the best fixture swing ever to use that chip. I ruined mine by using it in Gameweek like something like 4 prematurely earlier than everyone, and it didn't end up well because the points that I garnered and earned from that wildcard weren't really enough to propel my rank, and now I need to resort to taking hits just because I have injuries and I need to get players with favorable fixtures, and I haven't been able to save any transfers. For the result of Gameweek 18, which propelled me to a very solid 820,000 rank, I played Fabianski over Raya, which was pretty much very straightforward decision. I didn't really even doubt that. I knew that Arsenal are struggling and Newcastle are in great shape and they're playing away at Newcastle. I was like, probably Fabianski is a better shot because they're playing against that toothless Everton attack. And in fact, I sold my attacker before, so Cunha was bringing points, so it was a fantastic game week, of course. The only downside is that I gambled again for Haaland, who had on paper better odds of scoring goals in this game, so I went for that. But I just forgot to take into consideration that every touch of Salah where he's involved in an attacking situation, it just results into points. It just more points for Salah, just for assisting, and he's getting more points for goals, and he's getting the clean sheet points. And Haaland was in a bonus points situation as well, but he received yellow card at the end, got none, and I was on the losing end of Salah Haaland pick. Let's talk about the wild card. If you have that chip, if not, maybe this segment of video will help you decide what kind of transfers are important for you. There can be an anomaly where you are building your team without these and performing very well. Salah is a must if you haven't bought him yet. Make sure you're getting him somehow. Obviously, these fixtures like Man City and Newcastle are not easy, so there can be an argument of getting him later. Maybe Southampton will be creating enough of resistance and limiting him to like maybe one return, but then he still gets 3 bonus points, so it's double-digit haul anyway. And in a game against Man City, it's a home fixture. Man City are struggling; they're losing to every team. So you look at this dark red picture ticker markers and you make decisions that it's a bad to bring this player, but Salah is entering the team. The next player that I think is very nice to have on a wildcard and for the fixture as well is Isak, and he's not very expensive right now. He just rose in price recently, and he might be rising in price again maybe tomorrow. Okay, so speaking about another attacking players, I would say it's Palmer. And this is a little bit of a cheat code just because, and you're getting more points for goals scored. There can be an argument of bringing in Saka. Apparently, he is fine. He can be playing against Nottingham Forest. And if he does not, there is a West Ham fixture. There's United, Fulham, Everton. Fixtures where Arsenal at least supposed to score 1 goal maybe. And Saka is usually involved. He's on penalties. So not getting him now may be a problem. But look, these two flags can be actually concerning. So if you have problem with that, maybe there is no need to rush to get him. I would suggest trying then either Fernandes, but for my build, I have Fernandes as well myself, just because I want to bet on these two fixtures, and then there's maybe bench him or like play him reluctantly, and yeah, hope for the best. Also, look, this is where you can go a little bit different. Mbumo, almost everyone, like I think like experts in top 10k, top 100k that are usually like always like have good rank, 97% of those, that's from FPL Focal video by the way, have Mbumo. So this is where not having Mbumo, I think you're risking a lot, and he'll be delivering points in at least 3 of these fixtures, I would say. So it's good to have him. Apparently he's fine. That flag is not a thing. He will be playing in the game against, what's that? That would be Everton, then Leicester, then Villa, then Newcastle. Yeah, that's a fantastic fixtures. He can score in every single game there. And if you are, I think the player that would be 6 on this list would be Semenyo, but he's apparently injured, like legit injured. So I would be getting Semenyo maybe. or of course the Villa attacker Rogers, who is also playing as a striker but nominally is a midfielder. But I have him. I'm not going to be getting rid of him, but you can use that. And then speaking of strikers, there are so many ways to go around this. I would be going for João Pedro just because he's apparently penalty taker, and he entered the pitch in the second half against Man City, created 2 goals instantly, right? So the impact is crazy. And if he's injury free for this period of fixtures, if he's playing as a starter, if it's not even Ferguson who is appearing out of sudden, it's not Welbeck. You can get Welbeck, of course, but this team, I need some money, so I'm getting João Pedro. And since I also need money, I'm getting Cunha as my another attacker who is getting a fantastic run of fixtures, especially this Everton, West Ham, Ipswich is crazy good. And for that exact reason, we are still insisting on getting Ait Nouri. And that's where I have Ait Nouri in my team. Obviously, the next game, the likelihood of him getting a clean sheet is pretty low, but it's just a transfer for a long run. And there is, of course, an argument of having an Arsenal defender because they're getting better fixture run, so you can go for either Saliba, or in fact, I would go for Gabriel, because of that infamous corner dark arts threat that Arsenal are using. And if that's going to be an Saka assist, Gabriel goal, that is combo that we've seen before, so you will be a very happy man. And I sold my Gabriel. I think I'm gonna be bringing him back. I think it is just like so many nice pictures ahead. And now we need a Manchester United, I would say, asset, and the one that is a regular starter. And for that, I think Anana would be my goalkeeper. So there's Anana and there is Fabianski, who is my other goalkeeper. Look, there can be an argument of bringing in Raya, but then you'll be a little bit more limited in your defenders pick. And depending on how premium you want to go with your defenders, you want to have at least 3 playable defenders, and it's going to be 3-5-2 at most of the weeks, or 3-4-3. And obviously, you get in Bruno, you play him, and you maybe like bench João Pedro for the game against Bournemouth. It's a away fixture, not easy. Or maybe Cunha for the game against Fulham. And then you play all 5 of your midfielders. Most likely, if Saka is injured, he is not playing at all. I don't think that they're going to be introducing him in the second half, but you never know. I mean, we're just guessing at this point. So then one of these attackers still will enter your team. But that can be a cameo for a few minutes. I think it's more about Palmer, If Palmer is yellow flagged, and it's 50-50 if he starts or not, and if he's not needed, I think this type of players that either start or like not even play at all. But this is very tricky. I mean, I'm not even trying to guess this. And now it's all about getting more assets from teams who have nice fixtures, just because of that sole threat for attacking threat. And the run of fixtures is not looking good. 15 and 16, Arsenal, Liverpool. But then it's Spurs, which they can conjure up something, because in Ipswich won there. Wolves at home, maybe a cheeky Clino. This is a tricky pick. There are so many other players you can go with, and that will have been Kadioglu. The problem for Kadioglu is that he is injured, and the flag is very, very sad. It's just like toe injury, 25% chance of playing. He costs only 4.5, and I wanted to go with Dunk, but apparently he's also yellow flagged. So the defense for Brighton is very dodgy, and but on the other hand, they didn't have Dunk, didn't have Kadioglu, I think, right? And they still outplayed Man City and limited them to 1 goal at home. So I think they can easily get away with Clino here. There can be an argument of getting Estupinian, right? But for me, my budget is already limited for your team. So just because Semenyo is injured, I'm not getting him. Semenyo would be insane pick. Wolves have very tough fixture ahead of them. And I have 4.6 left to spend on a defender. One of the Manchester United defenders. I wouldn't be going there. A differential that is, I actually was looking at this player, and finally the team is complete. Lewis Hall is the player that is, we are odds 0.2 in the bank with this team. I think it's not too shabby at all. We built fantastic defense. I think all 5 players can be starting for defenders. Like, this is actually, in fact, a problem for you. Like, picking a starter. But on the other hand, if all these 3 flags are actually flags, you can easily start 5, 2, 3 or something, you know? Can you though? I think you can. But yeah, let's talk about other players' teams. This is Mo Salah's score of 51 points. Not too shabby. Although he's getting a red arrow and outside of 1 million, his rank was fantastic at the beginning of the season. Trent, who is also now lagging behind a little bit, 60 points. He's playing himself, captaining Salah though, and he has Joao Pedro in his team. Yeah, you can play 5-3-2. 5-2-3? I'm not sure about that. Can you play 5-2-3 in FPL? This is Andy Robertson's team, 52 points. I think he's actually low-key not really active, bro. Like, he took -4 hit. I mean, maybe he is, you know? He's not Captain Salah, Captain Haaland. What are you doing, bro? Like, come on. You need to believe in your captain. Like Trent. Like Diego Jota. I think he sold Haaland for a hit for this game week. And yeah, there was a few not for a hit. Yeah, 2 transfers. Sold Haaland for Højlund and got Salah back. He sold Salah before. Like, the Diego Jota's transfer thinking is way ahead of the curve. And then Connor Bradley. This is a -4 hit for him. He still maintains top 200 position, but at the expense of taking a hit and losing a little bit of places because his rank was better before. He captained Salah, fantastic choice. 28 points from captain, that's not too shabby at all. James Justin also captaining Salah, playing himself, not getting the good outcome there. And it's not a bad rank, 2 million, still a lot of time to improve. Reece James, still active player, 1 transfer. Captaining Salah, not playing himself, and not a single Chelsea player for Reece James. Interesting. And then we have Anthony Gordon with 36 points after a weird decision to play a free hit for no reason. And also he told probably Joe Willock to play free hit, or Joe Willock was the one who nudged him and said that, bro, you need to play free hit in this game. Not only they lost the chip, they didn't gain much rank, and this is a Sony differential captaincy failed. Another free hit you see from Joe Willock in the previous game week, and for this one, only 25 points, 2 transfers, and no Salah at all, not even a captaincy. Yeah, captaincy not blanked, but no Salah. It just hurts your rank, man. It's not fun to play fantasy when you know that this is a player who can ruin your week like that. Again, no Salah team for Stormzy. He wanted to go different, and his rank is plummeting. 5 million. Very sad to see. And Kaisai with 103 points. Oh my god, that is insane. KSI Masterclass. I've never seen a Centurion, first Centurion score in this video. And look at this, how many players are delivering. There's Visa, there's Isak, there's Bruno Fernandes as a differential. I really wanted to get him. And he has bench a double-digit haul as well for Smith Rowe. And yeah, I would be playing probably Smith Rowe over Foden. I think it was home fixture against Brentford who leaked goals. But it's still a fantastic score for him. And he's almost getting into top 1 million rank. FPL Raptor getting 66 points. I think this is a nice green arrow for him. Also a differential. I think I was watching his live stream. He confirmed my decision to go different with captaincy. And at least we were in the same boat of not getting the most out of our captain. 28 points. And that's how it is influential. You see these content creators, they do something and you're just like, oh, I need to follow suit. And it's unfortunate that I need to start thinking my own, bro. 2 points, 2 transfers, -4 point hit for the FPL Oscar team. Another green arrow for him. And Harry Daniels, who is always getting a green arrow in this game, bro, every game week. And he's getting Fabianski, goalkeeper choice, and his captaincy is picked well. Fantastic team. Andy from Let's Talk FPL, I think he's getting a green arrow. His captaincy is nailed, and that's the reason why he's getting that green arrow. And then we have Fabio Borsch, who played the wildcard, 90 points, and instantly from like 1 million rank, he is improving so much. That is insane. Fantastic score with the wildcard. And then we have finally Ben Crellin, who is a visionary, with 69 points, and his rank is 100k. He is within this, even 89,000. This is crazy. Nailing the captaincy, the differential Bruno Fernandes, who I also consider bringing into my team. So I can't really share my transfers right now. I'll be looking at the press conferences. What is the situation in Bumo? It looks like he can be playing, but you never know. And definitely for Trent, I was keeping him through the price falls or whatnot, or the price rises of my desired picks instead of him. I thought that he will be playing. I thought that this flag is false, but apparently it's not false. And they're keeping him probably to play against in a game against Real Madrid, which means that they will not be risking it in a game against Southampton, which they can win with Conor Bradley. And Conor Bradley can be getting that valuable experience in the Prem. So the odds of Trent, even if he's even getting that camo, if he's fine, this flag is not real, not really red. I think then it's better just not to risk it at all. And then it's Man City. You never know what's going to be happening then. Newcastle, tough fixture. For Everton, if he's really like putting a shift for Liverpool, and like not showing that he wants to move to Real Madrid like already during this winter break, it just like his returns dwindled. He's not returning, attacking, like assists, goals. They're not. We don't see that same trend. And I think keeping a 7 million defender like that without these returns is a no-go. And it will facilitate my transfers in the midfield. I'm gonna be bringing Palmer and maybe cheeky Bruno Fernandes. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time. Also, jinxing every player that is not in my team.